Hi everyone, this is Kay, and welcome to the channel, The Collective Soul Tarot. I hope all of you had a wonderful weekend. I did, and got a lot done, and I'm looking forward to starting off another brand new week with you guys, doing the general reading for the collective. As you can see, I've already randomly chosen some cards just to kind of speed things up a bit. But I will be choosing these other cards with you now. But I'm going to pray, Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, thank you so much for enveloping me in your beautiful angelic wings of love, protection, and guidance. Love, protection, and guidance. Please guide and assist me today with correctly interpreting the energies for the collective. And to help me see clearly, Archangel Michael and my Holy Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective that they want to and need to know? For today's day, February 26th, Monday, 2024. Now guys, I emphasized for assisting me, to believe in that I am divinely guided, protected, and supported. This is past, present, and near future now, but coming to the edge is about taking a risk. Okay, there's something that you want to do, and the angels are telling you that you come to the edge and take a risk, but while you're doing that, be in the here and now. The here and now is basically saying just trust that you are supported. If this is what you intuitively believe to be correct for you, the decision that you're making to do something, if you believe that, then you can have faith and trust that you're being guided to do so. And in that case, you will be protected, guided, and assisted, in every way as well, being supported. But you have to, this here and now is about not being attached to an outcome, right? Having no attachment to outcome and letting the past go so that you can move into the here and now. Because if we're in the past worrying about times that something happened before and you're thinking, well, maybe it'll happen again this time, if you're in that worry or concern or doubt, then you're dragging that into your present moment, which then becomes your future. So then the likelihood of success is greatly diminished. So the idea is to make sure you just let your doubts and fears and concerns go from the past, and your attachment to what you think, how you think, whatever it is that you're taking a leap of faith towards, how you think it should work out, what the outcome should be, let that go too. That's staying in the here and now, because the here and now is really where we have our power. It's the only place we have our power. We don't have power in the past. It's gone, and the future will only arrive depending on what's going on in your mental and emotional status right here and right now. So if you're letting go of the past, right here, right now, you're feeling pretty confident, or at least neutral enough to say, I'm not going to think thoughts of, well, what if this happens like it did last time? Just let those go. Forgive yourself and let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. And maybe you want to spend time in meditation, clearly allowing your thoughts to come across, and then assessing, are those fearful thoughts from the past? If so, say Archangel Michael. You might want to say, Archangel Michael, please help me remove that fear. Not because there's only fear and love, right? So anything under the fear umbrella is like worry, concern, doubt, anxiety, depression, and so forth. Anything, spite, or vengeance, revenge, yes. Just all things that are negative goes under the fear umbrella, and all things that are positive go under the love umbrella. Okay, so just stay in the here and now, because the leap of faith that you're going to take, you can know and trust that if you intuitively feel like in your gut or in some kind of way that it feels right to do it, and if it doesn't feel right now, wait another couple days or a day or a week or whatever until it does feel right. When it feels right, then do it, knowing and having faith that you are being divinely supported in taking that action, whatever that might be. Okay? And like if you want, like for example, if for a love reading, if you want to be in touch with somebody, to reconnect with somebody, if it doesn't feel right, then don't do it, because you have some hang-ups from the past that you're worried that if you do reach out, that they're going to think that that you want to chase them or something like that, right? And they're just going to run like they did before. If you can let go of that and then come to the edge, take a leap of faith, send that email, that text, that voicemail, or go visit them if it's appropriate. Yeah, do it. But stay in the here and now, knowing that you're fully supported in doing this if this feels right to do. If it feels right to send it. It's not for any other reason, like selfish or self-supporting, like you know, you just feel like you know, you just need to do it because you need to be able to, you know, get on, or like it has to be the kind of belief that you're doing it because you really do want to reconnect with that person, or at least try to, right? But if they don't want to reconnect, or you don't hear from them, which is a sign they don't want to usually, then you're okay, like with the here and now, you're okay that's all right. It's all right if I don't hear from them. I'm like, okay, I sent the email, I sent the call, whatever. If I didn't get in touch with them straight away, then it just means that it wasn't either time, or it was time, but it was time for me to realize that I needed to wait longer. That it wasn't the absolute, just the fact that person received your communication might spark something in them, that then with them not replying to you, it's because they really aren't ready to reply to you, and the divine is blocking it. And the divine is blocking it because he or she needs to be ready to hear from you. But this little is kind of like the seed, right, in the soil. So it's kind of like a knock on their door and say, remember me? Remember me? Yeah, I'd really like to connect with you if you're up to that kind of thing. But then the divine is saying, well, they still have, you know, without saying it, that you can understand that they still have some work to do on themselves. And you wouldn't maybe want to hear back from them right now, because their response may not be a life-affirming response, type of response that would say, okay, we can keep this up, you know, we're growing here, we're reconnecting, and we can continue to communicate and moving forward, right? But it might be a different response than you're hoping for. So the divine is saying, if you don't hear a response right away, this is just the example I'm using, right? Could be anything. If you don't hear a response right away, or you don't get one at all, then just know that divine has put blocks up on that particular track of communication for now, until that person is ready, okay, to communicate in the way that you deserve to hear from them, in a way that you honestly deserve. And it should be in a very positive way, sensitive and kind, because if you're in the here and now, you're divinely connected and protected, right? So if you don't hear anything, that would be like a rejection that you might take it as, but don't. But they say rejection is the divine's protection, that there's, if you don't hear from them, you can say, well, I need to, obviously it means that the divine is telling me it's not divine timing for me to hear from them, but it was divine timing for me to send that to them, to knock on their door. And so, like, do you remember me? Remember me? You know? And that person's going, oh yeah, and I still have these feelings for this person, but you know, I'm not going to tell them, right? So you don't want to hear that. I have these feelings for you, but I'm not going to tell you. Yeah. So the divine knows if there's no response. Divine knows. Just understand that the divine is saying, just wait a little bit longer. It was good for you to put out the message in the bottle kind of thing. Okay, so the past energy. Loons. Deeply committed, uncommon bonds, family manifest, deepest desire, all in for what you love, reawaken lost hopes. Well, that sounds interesting. So you're trying to reawaken lost hopes, right? This is would be for that relationship example I'm talking about, trying to reconnect with somebody. Trophy, win, victory, reputation, success, key experience, merit, goals, recognition, fame, deserve an award, ambition, and achievement. Okay. Near future, butterfly, metamorphosis, time, be open, time, there, be open, embrace change, evolution of the soul, rising up, inspiration, reinventing yourself. Looks all very positive. Very good. Okay, let's get the Kipper and the Gilded Reverie from Cyril Marchetti's deck, and there's the first one for the past. Archangel Michael, thank you so much. What can we know about loons in the past? So you stay in the here and now, you will be victorious with the trophy, right? And then a metamorphosis in your situation and even within yourself, and the other person will be jeez. Okay, I shuffle these things. I kind of play with them between readings, like, you know, on the weekend kind of thing. And this card here has been popping out just like you saw it here, popping out. It's popped out now. This is the fourth time it's popped out all by itself, the only card. And so I said to Archangel Michael last night in meditation, I said, you've thrown the poverty card at me a few times already in the last couple of days while I'm just shuffling, you know, because I like to shuffle to make sure that they're all mixed up real good from the last reading. And I said, you know, I don't understand, so you need to help me understand. What's the poverty card for? It usually means a lacking something. In lack-mindedness, feeling like you've lost something, or that you're just lacking having someone, you know, you're feeling, it's a lack-mindedness in the sense that we're feeling kind of hopeless, you know, not feeling very assured or certain that what you want to go towards will come to fruition, right? What's the other one? Very interesting. There's the dice, which has come to the edge. Take a risk. It's a Fool and take a risk, right? It's kind of like the Fool card in the tarot, and taking a risk, which would be the dice here. Interesting. Okay, keep going. So. Manifest deepest desire, all in for what you love, reawaken the lost hopes. There's that hopelessness I was talking about. That's in the Loons card. Okay, present day, please. Present time, I mean, with trophy. Take a second look, take a closer look, and a marriage card. Taking a closer look at your, someone is taking a closer look at their marriage, like their commitment, their partnership with somebody. Maybe wanting to take a leap of faith and leave it behind and go towards something else, someone else. Maybe. Let's see. Butterfly in the near future, please, Archangel Michael. Ring, commitment, a contract. This may not be like a commitment in relationship, but I'm going to say it is because this is a love relationship after all. Love reading and the book. So some kind of commitment, either it's in a commitment now and then learning something that you need to learn about it. I don't know. We shall see. Okay, let's get the tea, Archangel Michael, and I have already shuffled, so we're going ahead. Past, acts, forces working against you. Okay. Present, flowers, happiness. And butterfly. Lion, time to act. Very interesting. Yes. Now for the tarot. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Sorry guys, I forgot to put I had to get up and I forgot to put my microphone back on. So hopefully that's better. All right, let's go. Okay. The moon, that's secrets. Things hidden, fears. Oh, we got two. Okay. The moon and the Ace of Wands. Moon and Ace of Wands. Okay. What about present day with trophy, magnifying glass, marriage, and flowers, happiness? Ace of Wands, brand new, passionate beginning. That's what you want. All right. Death of a marriage. There you go. Thank you for clarifying that. Honest to God. And then temperance. Yeah, finding peace and happiness, right? Peace and calm happiness as a result of ending something right here. And then the metamorphosis is like, this is death and transformation, right? It's something dies, something you've let go of, but you're transforming. And that's what in the near future. Oh, this looks nice. Okay, butterfly, ring, book, and lion, time to act. Near future, please, Archangel Michael. What can you tell us about this? Oh, King of Cups. Aha. Not been saying anything, but it might be time to say something. Yeah, find some strength and courage to rise up off your throne, because you are deeply in love with somebody. You are deeply in love with someone, and it's time to act in the near future to tell them how much you love them, to find the strength and the courage to do that, to overcome your fears about. You're probably, about the outcome, right? The attachment to outcome is like, if I'm going to become vulnerable and expose myself, what is, what happens if she or he says no? It just says it's time to embrace change and be open, being open. And the King of Cups, guys, is somebody who is deeply in love, evolved in the sense that they are in touch with their emotions. They're highly intuitive now. They're listening to their intuition and following it, but they've been holding on to a secret, which is like they've never expressed to you that they love you, that they are deeply in love with you. They haven't said anything. They've been denying it to themselves for a long time, is what I get, but they definitely haven't shared that news with you. So the Loons card is that somebody being deeply committed, uncommon bonds, family, manifest deep desire, all in for what you love, be awakened, lost hopes. Reawaken lost hopes, okay. So somebody who is in a state of poverty, feeling like you feel like all is not for you, really. You might be all in for what you love, but it turned out to be kind of like you were lacking the ability to be able to take risks, because you didn't feel safe and secure. Forces were working against you, people, your long-term commitment or spouse, doing what they did, that they were hiding from you, hiding secrets from you, behaviors that they were, and you just wanting to get out of Dodge with the Ace of Wands. You just wanted to get out of Dodge. You have like I said about this, kind of had to go here before here. You have a deep love for somebody, okay? Collective, you do. You have deep love for someone, you haven't been telling them. It's been a big secret of yours. The Moon, you've been hiding your emotions, holding them down, out of sight, out of mind, trying to deny them because you had, you were in a commitment already. But these loons here, there's a baby loon right there. These loons here, they don't commit for life, but they do commit to each other for a very long time. Very long time. So there is somebody that you've known for a very long time that it's kind of like an uncommon bond in the sense that that memory of that particular bond that you had with an individual was it made you feel different. It was a kind of connection you had that felt really good. You both did it for each other. Really great commitment. But you've lost touch with that person because you weren't willing to take a risk. You weren't really, in the past, willing to take a risk because you were committed to somebody else. But forces against you were, it may have been people, it may have just your life circumstances, situations where, for example, if the two of you live a long distance from each other, what was practical? Could you be together really in the same place? If you had to relocate to be with them, what about your work, your career? Could you work in that place? That would be something that you could do that work in another area and still support yourself and or the other as well. Things were just unclear. Things were unclear. What was clear though is that you just felt like it was a no-go. It was just not something you could take a risk towards at the time. Things just were like, when I'm understanding this, is that you are feeling like you're lacking the kind of relationship, connection, and love, and practicality, like practical solutions. You're lacking practical solutions that'll help you take a risk to jump off the edge, right? And part of that would be because you've been so in such a habit of just relying on your own skills and abilities to do things, to be that mover and shaker, to do those things that you want to do in life. That you've been just relying on your own, own grit and confidence and just knowingness that you can do something, right? But you haven't been relying on, in the past, you hadn't been relying on the fact that you have you got a lot of strength inside of you, that if you turn to that strength, you'll find the courage. You'll find the courage to do what you need to do, knowing like I was talking about this, knowing full-heartedly, if you stay in the here and now, concentrate on exactly what it is you want, without the doubts and the fears and the concerns and the lack-mindedness of the past coming to haunt you in your future. For example, you don't know, you doubt that you can make this happen. I mean, with your own little self, because there's the little will and the large will, right? Our own little will, chances are we may not. If it's a big thing like the distance is between two people and work and being able to support yourself and the other, it doesn't matter how much you love them, unless you can get those things put in place wherever it is that you need to be with that person, then you're looking at it from your little will saying, I just don't see it happening, and I don't know what to do to make it work that way. But when you open up to the divine within you, which is offering you the divine, see, it's coming down from the sky, is offering you the inspiration and guidance you need to have a brand new passionate pursuit, brand new passionate path of pursuing that which you love, pursuing that which you would like to experience, pursuing things that are guided through your heart. You're following your heart. the divine, even in the past, said, follow me. Follow me and we'll get you there. Follow me, okay? The sun is shining, the divine's right there. Follow me, we'll get you there. Let go of your woes and your worries and concerns and not any secrets that have been holding you back, that have become a mountain of a force that's been working against you, which is relying on our own little will, right? Relying on our own little will, which makes us feel quite, helpless in the sense of, and hopelessness in the sense that we're not strong enough. Like there's not enough within us that can make that whole path forward seem like it's doable. To take that kind of risk. But, the loons are telling you here, go in, be deeply committed and go in for what you love. Reawaken those lost hopes. Loons are saying, look within you for that inspiration. Okay? Let your worries and concerns and woes go, because they have been a mountain of obstacles and challenges for you. All right, that's the past. Near present day, trophy. Trophy, win, victory, reputation, success, key experience, merit, goals, recognition, fame, deserve an award, ambition, and achievement. Yeah, success, recognition, and achievement. You're having victory, you're winning, you're successful. Yeah. Wow, so all of that there was so much so that with being in a long-term commitment with somebody, it was easy enough for you to say, well, I don't know how else to make it happen. So like I said, it doesn't matter how much you love that person, if you can't see a way forward because you've been looking through the eyes of your ego, the fear and little will ego, that free will stuff, little will ego, instead of relying upon bringing the bigger will into your mind and experiences of that faith and hope that you can go to the edge and jump and know you're going to be caught, right, by the divine. You're safe, you're secure and supported when you're with the divine. So you had some kind of epiphany that said, I'm lacking that which I truly want to experience in my life because I haven't been taking a chance or a risk. What if I do? What if I do? Something has come to you. Something has come to you. Or just that your marriage here, after having a second look at it, your partnership with your wife or husband has been encouraging you to have a second look at it to see if that's really what you want. Is this really what you want? Do you want the all that comes with the marriage and the white picket fence, that safety and security, even though it may not be completely just completely rewarding kind of thing? Right? This says awards. Maybe it just doesn't feel like you feel that successful in this here, that you got more to do. You want so much more. You want so much more. You do want to do something different, or whatever it is that you're doing. You're more grounded now in the here and now because you've got the divine solidly placed in your pocket, because it's going to go everywhere you go, right? Make every decision along with you. You decided that your happiness is way more important than the safety and security of a relationship, a connection, a marriage, whatever it is for you. That it's time for you to do something for yourself if you feel like you're not growing. If you're not growing with this, you've been taking a second look and seeing that you're not growing, and it doesn't, even though it could be safe and secure, the idea is we're supposed to exchange, like with the little will, we're supposed to exchange the safety and security of what our little will can manifest, achieve, conjure up, whatever, through our own exertion, physical exertion, work, right? Work and safety, or know-how, like how to invest money and stuff like that. You're supposed to go to the edge, take a leap of faith, and allow the divine to support you right here, right now, by staying in the here and now, by not worrying about what if something happens in the future, catastrophizing, right? Also thinking that then the past is just going to plague all of your mind and everything else as you're trying to not focus on your efforts, your little will being the answer, the solution to your happiness, okay? It is what it is that the divine is saying, put that mindset, that belief from your subconscious mind, put that down, or give it to me for healing, really. Give it to me for healing, end it, right? End that old habitual type of belief system that says one must work and use their own will to make things happen in your life. Put that down, because you are the larger will, number one, because of the soul that's within you, and number two, you have every opportunity to tap into that larger will that says, I'm here for you right here and right now, every moment, right here and right now. I'm only here for you in the here and the now. In every moment that you're focused on the here and the now, not allowing the past to dictate how you're thinking and feeling right here and right now, and not having an attachment to outcome in the future. It's the right here and right now. It's a whole different way of living, isn't it, guys? To just let go and say, okay, I'll just be in constant meditation, which we can, really, for the most part, walk, talk, and meditation. I'll just be connected into my divine through my intuition so strongly that I know that if I make the choice for my own happiness, I can jump off any ledge, because you'll be discerning, right? You'll understand that to jump off the ledge, if you're going towards your happiness, and it's the type of happiness that you want to experience these certain events or something like it, right? Because God's going to give it, bring it into you. You're experiencing totally, probably different than what you expect, because our little will only gives us so much of a purview on what we could possibly experience, whereas our larger will, God, knows everything, knows all of it, and how to bring so much more into life, that inheritance that is securely in your own storehouse in the ethers. God is going to bring that into your life, your physical life, your manifestation, because you're allowing yourself to stay in the here and now, and you're willing to take a risk. What was it, Moses that had to step into the Red Sea, and God or somebody, I don't know, parted the sea, and the land was like the riverbed was dry, and the whole Israelites went across it safe and sound, didn't get stuck, didn't get bowled over by water either. So yeah, put your foot in the sea first and say, okay, my foot's in the sea and this is where I want to go. And then you say, and then you feel or hear that inside of you saying, take the next step forward, son, or don't do it. Don't do it now. Son or daughter, whatever, take the next step forward, and we got you. But and it could be a little, a little shaky ground while you're walking it. You might still be thinking along the way as you're trying to cross over the riverbed, to the other shore, that, oh, that water looks like it's really high and it just wants to come down and just gobble me up, right, and kill me. And you might have those kind of fears, but you just keep taking the next step, just one step at a time, till you're finally over to the other shore. And all along the way, if if God has told you to take that next step, likely is that as long as you keep hearing it, feeling supported, like encouraged, motivated, feeling like it's right inside of you, then you would take the next step, and so forth and so on. So you're constantly checking in with the divine to be in the here and now. If we forget to check in with the divine, our mind can go astray and start thinking about the past, start having thoughts about outcomes, being attached to certain outcomes, right? And so then we're not really in the here and now, and really shouldn't get on an edge and think, I'm going to jump, until you're back in the here and now. All right, so that's a whole mindset transformation. It's a whole death of a certain beliefs that we've been operating on otherwise, feeling like we have to follow our little will, and we have to work real hard, we have to do stuff on our own volition, and no one's going to be there to help us. If we do, it'll be other people, but it's really the divine send those people. You want to be in the here and now, because that's where you're going to feel very, very balanced, assured, peaceful, calm, and happy. That's the transformation we're looking for right here, right now. Here now, right here, right now, we're looking to put an end to not only this marriage, because you feel as though the lack you've experienced in this, remembering a past love, that it's time for you to really seriously consider putting an end to that. Yes. And so the divine says, go ahead and do that, because it's just a representation. You ending something in your physical life, a connection between something that might be a toxic relationship. It means that while you're ending that in your physical life, you're ending a certain belief system and healing certain fears that have been in your subconscious mind since childhood, that we have been operating from in every relationship. So you have made the decision to, the whole connection with your spouse has been very, very difficult and made you feeling, impoverished, really. Impoverished in some way. Because you weren't taking a risk and leap for what you love. You haven't been, you've been suppressing yourself, your own goals, your own happiness, yes, your own happiness through fears. Fears that it wasn't going to allow you in your own mind with your own little will, because you're not in the here and now with the divine at that point in time, that would make you feel confident enough that you could take that risk and that gamble moving forward towards a past love. You remember it. You were like two loons on the lake with a little baby loon, two of you together. It was an uncommon bond, maybe different cultures, religious beliefs, certainly different, uncommon bond. It's kind of bond that you experience with that person. You've never experienced it with anyone else since, or even before. But you want to be deeply committed to it, but just your fears got in the way, and probably a whole lot of distraction with whatever it is that your spouse was doing that was causing grievances and obstacles and blocks to your own inner happiness, that it just was a distraction, leaving you feeling always wanting something. When you're in lack-mindedness, it's a need. You have a need for something. Lacking something means you feel like you need something, but you don't have it. So present time, now and up to 4 weeks ahead, or it started from now to 4 weeks back somewhere. Blur the lines a bit of timing. But this is your present day. But look what happens. You decide to let go and let peace come, which is the divine, the angels. The angels come and surround you and give you their light. Their light, of course, is divine light. It's all about peace and healing and love. They're sharing that light with your own soul's light to amp it up, to make it feel even fuller, bigger, and more stronger in you. And that's where you get the courage and the strength and confidence, because your light is being supplemented by the angels. If that makes sense to you, it's being supplemented, because when you start stepping into your divinity, like praying to God to get you out of a difficult situation and trying to see the way forward in a situation that just looks unsolvable for you, you've opened the door, right? You opened the door. In this case, it's doors. You've opened the door and entered the chamber, the egg there, of new possibilities, new opportunities of life moving forward. So you've done that, and as a result, you're feeling, a little bit more confident and motivated to really take that risk and jump off the ledge, right? Knowing you're going to be caught by the divine. Don't literally jump off an edge. Please don't do that. I just had to say that. So the butterfly, metamorphosis, time, be open, embrace the change, evolution of the soul. So the evolution of the soul is like you bring the angels in and ask them, please share your light with my inner being, please, or share your light, your divine light with me, please. That amps up the light of your own inner soul, and you just become that much bigger and brighter, because it's shining up through all those layers of fears and beliefs, that negative beliefs, patterns and habits and stuff like that, mindset that we've been operating from ever since childhood. You start healing things. It might be a few beliefs that you've had for a long time that you've been operating from. You become aware of it and then you let it go. That's healing. That's healing. That's balancing and healing. She's pouring from one to the other chalice, right? That's healing. The healing waters of love, of the angels, of the divine. And you're surrounded when you step into this and open that door with prayer or meditation, whatever it is that you're asking for. God automatically sends you a plethora or a myriad of angels to come and share their light with you, to help support you on your journey forward, following your heart, right? Okay, so butterfly, metamorphosis time in the near future, 2 to 3 months from now. You will be seriously looking at a partnership, and you'll be determining what it is that you need to know in order to break that contract. Yeah, so you're in the mess right here, okay, with very little light, because we're following our own will, our little will. You start seeing bigger light because you've been praying, wondering, why, how, and when. It's like tarology, psychology, looking at it through tarot, is that you take it caused you to take a closer look at it's your connection with this toxic person. And you may be toxic too, or may have been toxic. Well, in the near future, you're saying, look, I've learned all that I need to know now, enough so that I'm not happy. I am not happy with being in this contract here. It's time to take action, break it, and then let somebody else know. Let somebody else, the one that this one was the loon's worth, to gain that strength and courage from being more in tune and in touch with the divinity, your intuition, your discernment and intuition, because it's all about your happiness now. And that's beautiful, guys. You really have been on a journey here, a journey of going from little will to big will, yes, but from trusting that there is something else bigger than all of us that can be trusted, and we could put our faith in it. And at the same time, it makes you feel a whole lot better about your environment and your situations, and just you from the inside out. You start finding more peace and clarity as a result of allowing the divine to be a part of your life. To put an end to an old mindset state, tell yourself that this is going to lead to great victory and success. I'm just going to be moving forward in a way that I'm following my heart, and it's just going to be It's not going to be all rainbow and sunshine, rainbows and sunshine every single day, but it's going to be a whole lot better than this was. Okay? It's going to be a whole lot different life, because this is really not really having the divine in your life. This is it. You've already now have invited the divine into your life. That's why this card's the last one. You moved into, like, that kind of thing. I just thought, I don't feel like I'm following my passions, right? Which is your heart. So there you opened it up, and now you're seeing that they're the way to really make a difference, a change in your life, transformation, with bringing in happiness, peace, and calm, is by having a real look, like not denying it anymore, looking at it and seeing it for what it's been for you. And you might even come to realize that it's like, thank goodness for this relationship, because it helped me grow. It did. It actually helped me grow. Helped me to turn to that one that's much bigger than us for help. And as a result of that, I feel like I can, there's a solution now to be able to move forward to somebody who have not been telling them I love them, and to have that strength and the courage, because I know the strength actually and the courage comes from being in touch with the divine in the here and the now, right now. Not focusing on the past and not worrying about the future. Just stay in the present moment. If you need to pray a lot more or meditate a lot more, or there's a practice of mindfulness, you might want to Google that. Mindfulness is really just being quite aware of your thoughts. And is it what quality of thoughts are those that are going to cause you to end up experiencing the past again in your future? So mindfulness will help you stay in the here and now, because you've got, you got places to be, people to see, and things of great passionate pursuits and following your hearts to do. Okay, guys, so I'm going to bring the angels in for a final word. All right, so if you got a question, go ahead and ask. Archangel Michael, my Holy Spirit, what messages do our angels and guides have for this reading that is very positive? Improving your health. And the health it could literally be like, look at this poor guy, this poor kid. You think he's healthy, having to be in that the gloom and the dust of chimney soot, right? In that confined space, breathing, because they didn't wear masks back then. They didn't have one. But you're improving the health of your relationship with yourself. That's the divine. And then you'll be improving your health with the relationship with the one, because you're actually opening it up to them as a changed person. As a changed person. Okay, from the inside out. Oh, I've got 2, 3. Communicate clearly. Well, that just, because you haven't been, right? Communicate clearly. Look for a sign. And ask your angels. There you go. That's all really great stuff. Ask your angels along the way, like, what's my next step? Should I keep walking across the riverbed over to the other side? Okay, guys, I hope that was helpful. Take care of yourself, and we'll check in with you tomorrow. Bye.